Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Wherever you are in the world today, I hope that you and your loved ones are doing great. I hope that all is pleasant for you. And most importantly, my friends, hope that you are in good health. Once again, welcome to the Common Sense channel. On this channel, my friends, we get to talk about those things that people know, that people have thought about, but don't often have the time to discuss. These, my friends, are the things we discuss here on the Common Sense channel. So once again, welcome to the Common Sense channel. Today I want to talk to you about the rise of the MAGA and the rise of the leftist in America. So, this video, my friends, is in connection to the one I did on the death of conservatism and liberalism in this century. So, I'm sorry for my voice. I've been under the water lately due to the weather. So, my voice is not the best. But I just wanted you to know that I've been not feeling well, but I had to do this video because I just feel like there's a need to do this video. In the year, we're not gonna spend as much time talking about conservatism or liberalism because these two are of the past, So we're gonna be looking into the future with this video. That's the essence of this video. We're looking into the future. And we're focusing on these two ideologies, the birth of these two thinking, I would say. The thinking on the MAGA side and the thinking on the leftist side. Because there are people that are leftist because they've demonized leftism so bad that they haven't been able to dig themselves out of the snow. You know what I mean? Like wherever they put them, they've sat there all these years and they hide themselves in the liberal/Democrat party. But I'm saying today on this video, and I've said in the previous video, that you don't need to hide. If you're a leftist, don't hide yourself. You understand? Leftism ideology is fundamentally based in progressivism. That's always been the American way. So embrace it for what it is. And then embrace it and come out. Don't hide, my friends. That's the meaning. That's the reason why I'm doing this video. I'm doing this video to say to you leftists, do not hide. Come out. Come out openly. Like MAGA, they've already decided what they are. They've already come out and said, this is who we are. So come out. So the reason why I'm doing this, and the reason why I'm doing this video, and the reason why I'm talking and saying these things is because this is what 2028 is. This is the new American reality. Whether you like it or not, I'm talking to the old establishment. Whether they like it or not, that's the American reality. Our world has been taken over. This country has been taken over by MAGA and leftism. There's nothing the establishment can do about it. Because the reason is simple. For the past 20, 30 to 40 years now, or maybe 50 years, the establishment of this country, that would be both Republican and a Democrat, has done nothing but promises upon promises upon promises, and they have not lived by all of the policies that they've told the people that they were implementing in the first place. And then the American people has watched their lives move from worse to worse, and then worse to worse. And at the end of the day, They are out here promoting hate, talking about how other people are taking away jobs from them, from their own people, when they are the ones that created all of the policies that allow these big companies and corporations to take these jobs from this country. It's their policies. If you ask a capitalist, he'll tell you, if you want to change my behavior, change the policies. Even Mr. Trump had said that. So there's no way they can blame any other person but their failed policies for the past 40 to 50 years now. I'm talking about both Republicans and Democrats. So Republicans are conservative and Democrats are liberalism. They do not serve the interests of the people. They do not serve the interests of no one but themselves. And that's how it's been. You understand? So, in order for leftism, and MAGA to defeat, again, listen, I'm going to say it again. In order for leftism and MAGA to defeat the past or the establishment, they will have to form a coalition. And let me tell you this. 2028 is a very, very important year in the history of this country. I know there are people going around talking about civil war and this and that. I think 2028 would be a very important year. But if MAGA and leftism don't want to see an America in 2028 in the hands of the establishment, one thing they will have to do is to form a coalition. What does that mean? They will have to work together. They will have to work together, my friends, to defeat the power, the establishment, the power that has been running this country for the past 30, 40, 50 to 60 years now. On the Common Sense channel, this is what I see. And I've seen this. I don't see danger. But if these people want to take back this country, when I say these people, I'm talking about leftists and MAGA. If they want to take back this country from failed policies for the past 40 to 50 years now, if they want to take back this country from bought out or sold out politicians, if they want to take back this country for the American people, if they want to take back this country for their children, if they want to take back this country for chronic debt, if they want to take back this country for unity, love, and tranquility, if they want to fix broken immigration system, broken borders, if they want to fix the issue of job security, if they want to fix the education system so it benefits all, they will have to form, my friends, a coalition to defeat the failed policies of both the past. And this is my own common sense. And on the Common Sense channel, I don't talk about things until I move. And that's why I do these videos. And whatever I say here are not from me. They're from the ancestors. I hope you can hear my voice. I got cold. But I just felt the need to do these videos because I don't want to just keep you waiting, especially those that are subscribed to my channel. The reason I haven't come out to say anything is because I've been sick. Let me tell you, what's happening in our world today, it's all distraction. The situation with ICE in Minnesota, these are all distraction. The Epstein files, these are all distraction. Immigration, these are all distraction from the real issues. Whenever these people were getting ready to fight wars that they can't even afford to fight, on senseless wars, they will find a way to distract you. And that distraction is what you're seeing. I saw this one video of an ICE officer about to slide And that could have been someone's uncle, someone's dad, someone's brother, someone's nephew. What if he fall and hit his head or something happened to him? But someone picked that to put that out there so you can look at it. It's all distractions. But you need to wise up, open your eyes and see what's happening. And if you can open your eyes and see, you will notice that it's all a distraction. So your minds can be drifted off from what is happening to you, to your community, to your neighbors, to those people that you love. You understand? So like I said, if you want to know the similarity between a leftist and a MAGA person or MAGA, is that, let me tell you, both of them are anti-establishment. Anti-establishment. They don't like establishment. Both of them are against globalism. Both of them are against global industrialization, especially when it comes to the American workforce. Again, both of them are against global industrialization. So they are against globalists. You understand? Both of them, my friends, are against the industrialization as far as global activity is concerned of the American workforce. So they're against anyone taking out American jobs and shipping them to another country. Both of them, my friends, support the American workforce. They believe in high paying jobs. They believe that Americans should eat first before any other person. Both of these ideologies believe in that. Now, the differences between a leftist and a MAGA person is that they both are against mass immigration. You understand? Then not both of them. Uh, MAGA is against mass immigration. You understand? And then leftists, they are on the sideline. But let me tell you, there are some leftists that are in support of what MAGA stand for. America first. But you wouldn't know this because they haven't met and they haven't discussed yet. But I think that could be a place where they find common ground, and not just say they're just stuck in the same and say, oh, we can agree. But I think they can both agree, they can both agree that we either find a way to fix the problem than to just let it sit there. So they can fix broken border. They can fix the broken immigration system if they decide to work together. You understand? So in order to defeat the establishment, my friends, if you are out there and you're a leftist, this is your solution to taking back your country if you really believe in that. And then if you are MAGA, this, my friend, is a solution to taking back your country. We are independents. I'm an independent. But to run as an independent in this country, you gotta almost be like somebody that a charismatic person to even get a vote. It's just centered on these two ideologies. And I think it's shifted. The notion that people will vote Democrat again or Republican again, I think it's shifting. I believe that. And I think whoever is on the MAGA side, whoever is on the leftist side, these people need to position themselves to be ready for 2028. Because 2028 is a turning point in the American experiment. And it's true. If what I'm saying here doesn't happen in 2028, it's going to be hard for anyone to take back their country, especially those MAGA people that say they're trying to take back their country. You won't be able to do that. You understand? If nothing is done, if you don't start to project yourself, if you don't start to form a coalition with the leftist, you need to take this out of your mind. Leftism, there's nothing wrong with being a leftist. A leftist is a progressive, and a progressive is the American way. America has always been a progressive country, not a liberal country. A liberalism is European. Conservatism is European. But America has always been a leftist country. You understand? A progressive country. You understand? So if you look into Europe today, Europe was once liberal, but Europe has been taken over by leftists. Yeah, this is true. Why is that? Because leftists want to see change. They're tired of the same old politicians using them, taking advantage of them, not getting the things that they want done. It's the same thing in this country. So how do you change the course? You can't just argue, complain all the time, blame immigrants. Say immigration get better. People are not coming to America. Then what? Then what? What next? It's just you here. So what do? You're here now, but your condition isn't even better. It's worse than ever before. It just seems to me, as an observer, that the American experiment has gotten worse and worse. Hasn't gotten better. And I know for a fact, based on human behavior, that when people are not doing well in their own personal life, they turn to find a scapegoat. That's just true across the board. It doesn't matter if you're American, you're Chinese, you're Russian, you're African, wherever. I've seen this happen in other countries where people got called this in South Africa. It's called xenophobia, even in other parts of West Africa, where the huge influx of immigrants from other country came over to another country, and how the people of this country felt like their jobs have been taken away, their businesses are being overrun by these people. It's a natural thing. It's not relegated to this country alone. But when everyone is doing well, people turn not to even think about that. People turn not to even look at their neighbors in any other way, but just as a neighbor. People turn not to blame other people for what's happening to them because they're doing well. You understand? But for the past 40, 50, 60 years, the American people have not been doing well. Their life, and it's true, they know it. And these politicians, they don't care because they've been bought, they've been sold, they're corrupt, and they know it. And they don't care because they know they will find something to divide the people. All the distractions out there. I just hope and pray that the American people will not go and vote for Democrats or Republicans. If you want this country back, you need to chart a new chapter in the history of this country. And by doing so, you will get this country back to what it's supposed to be. Both of these people, the MAGA and leftists, are the new idea, are the new way forward. But in order for that new way to happen, in order for both of them to move forward, to get back this country, they'll have to work together. There's no way around that. They do that. They do that in Congress. It's called bipartisan. Sometimes they will come up with a legislation, and they will work on this legislation as a bipartisan. They can do it in there, but they've never done it outside. And I think it's time that these two forces join hand in hand to change the course of this country. And I think that's going to be done no other time but in 2028. 2028, my friends, is a crucial time in this country. It's a crucial time for the American people. I think it's a time that all Americans in this country wake up and start to see what's happening in your world, what's happening in this country, and where this country has come. If you look at the debt, if If you look at the debt ceiling right now, we are at $38 trillion. And I think that number keep increasing every day of our lives. And if nothing is done to bring down that cost, inflation alone is going to make life difficult for the ordinary Americans. And it's true. And if they keep adding more wars and disaster all over the place, that's going to increase that number. And guess who's going to be in perpetual debt? The American people are going to be in perpetual debt. And not only that, your standard of living is not going to be better. Because if you know in your own personal life, if you're in debt, that means you can't borrow anything. If you cannot borrow anything because you're in debt, your standard of living is not going to be better. The same thing is true for a country too. If a country is in so much debt, the standard of living of the people deteriorate. If you don't know. So that's why we need a new direction. We need to charter a new direction for this country. And I tell you, the hope for a new direction in this country is not in the same old. It's not in the conservative party. It's not in the liberal party, aka Democrat, aka conservative Republican party. It's in the ideology and the thinking of a MAGA, or the MAGA movement. It is in the thinking process of a leftist movement in this country. As I said and will say again, if you're a leftist, do not feel shame of yourself. Do not feel that you are on the wrong. The right of conservatism is actually MAGA. And the left of progressivism, I'm not going to say liberalism, is actually the left, the leftist. So just know that if you have to do some research, do a research on it and educate yourself. Come out openly. Don't hide in that Democrat Party. If you're a leftist, be proud of yourself. You understand? The young people who are the ones that the future are being played around with, who are the ones that are going to be shouldering all these debts from senseless wars, from over expenditure, from those that are milking the system through corruption and greed. They are the ones that are going to be the ones suffering. They are the ones that are going to continue to blame the least of these for some of the things that are happening to them, especially from the policies of both the Democrat and the Republicans for the past 40 to 50 or 60 years now. It's all of the policies that have gotten you to where you are today. And they don't want you to see it. They want you to keep blaming the immigrants, whom their policies has opened doors to. You understand? Whom their policies has created. But yet they don't want you to see that. They want you to look at, I'm talking to MAGA, I'm talking to the leftists. They want you to see these people as the enemy of America when they are not. They are just people who has been the victim of policies by both the Republican and the Democrat. And that's the truth. These people know it. So I'm telling you, if you're a leftist, you are a MAGA person, wise up. Open your eyes. Prepare yourself for 2028 and beyond that, because it's a fight. And the fight that you must put up is the fight for this country and your ideology based on limited government, based on free market if you're a MAGA, based on the workforce of this country, focusing on the American people and only that. It's an idea that anyone can support. It is the same thing with leftists. Leftists also believe in that too. Focus on the American workforce, focusing on the life of the American people, making sure that they are better. These are the same ideologies that both of you serve, that both of you can agree with. Maybe few differences, but that those differences can be worked on, can be agreed upon, can be mutually accepted. But In order for you to defeat the establishment, you, my friends, will have to form a coalition, and you have to do it now. You don't have time to wait. You don't have time to contemplate. You need to start. And I can tell you, you're starting to see it happen. You're starting to see it happen. Yes, that coalition will happen. And then once it starts to take place, you will see most of these establishment Republican, and establishment Democrat, they're going to look at the water and they're going to be like, it's time for me to leave. And they will start to leave. They will start to announce, I don't think I'm going to run so and so term. I'm going to get out. They will start to get out. But you must mobilize. You must form a coalition. You must start to talk to each other in order for you to defeat the establishment that has been running this country into the ground for the past 40, 50, 60 years now. So as I've always said on the Common Sense Charter, and I'll say it today again, the greatest thing, my friends, that could ever happen to anyone is not the day you were born. Now, the day you had your first child, the day you graduated from high school, college, the day you became a lawyer, doctor, the day you became whatever it is that you were working on or you were working on. The greatest thing, my friends, that could ever happen to anyone is the day you discover yourself. Because from that day on, everything, my friends, will start to make sense to you, including taking back this country. America is always going to be the beacon of hope. The reason why America is where it's at today with bad governance. Look, for the start of this year, nothing has been done. For the start of 2025, nothing has been done by both party, both houses. They're just bickering amongst themselves. That's what's been happening for the past 40, 50, 60 years. And you don't want to live in a situation, you don't want to be in a relationship like that either. So why would you allow your government behave like that to you? They're all constantly fighting. They can't come to agreement to do nothing. But if you guys can work together, when I say you guys, I'm talking about leftists and MAGA, if you guys can work together, that would be the beginning of a change for once. Yeah. And that would set a precedent in this country. And I think for that reason, 2028 is a crucial time in America. I don't think America is going to descend into civil war. That's it's a useless talk as far as I'm concerned. But you never know, because if people could live in standards, their condition are not changing, not getting better, yeah, you never know. But I don't think it's going to descend into a civil war. Is it going to be between white and black people, or black people and white people, or white people or white people against white people? So it don't make no sense. I think America is better than that, and I think there are days, or better days of ahead. But in order for that to happen, these two groups, MAGA and leftist, aka progressive, needs to work together for change for once. And if you are a leftist, don't be ashamed. I keep saying this. Come out of that Democrat Party. Announce yourself. I'm speaking to Bernie Sanders. You are the king of leftism. Although you say you're independent, but you are a leftist. Come out, embrace these young people. Bring them under your guide and let them, because most of them are young. And it's the same on the right of conservatism, which is MAGA. They are all young people. They are young, and they understand. Some of you know this individual. Margaret Taylor Greene is a typical example of that. Tucker Carlson, these people, these are young people with ideas of this country that's different. And what would it be is if they could contribute some of the ideas and some of the way they feel of this country and make this country better. I'm not going to say great again, but make it better for everyone. That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be for everyone. And I think both of you shares the same value, the same ideologies. There are few differences, but not much. So as I've always said, I want to thank. I noticed I got some new subscribers. I appreciate you. Welcome to the Common Sense channel, my friends. On this channel, we get to talk about those things that people know, that people have thought about, but don't often have the time to discuss. These, my friends, are the things we discuss here on the Common Sense channel. So I want to welcome you and your loved ones to the Common Sense channel. Welcome, welcome. And all those people that remain subscribed to my channel, I want to thank you for your continuous support. And I want to thank all those that watch my channel. I'm sorry for the way I sound. I just been sick, and I know it's due to the cold weather up here in Ohio. But I appreciate you, I honor you, and I thank you. And we have to look at the future because we have children. We cannot continue to give our the future, to give away the future of our children to these people, these politicians who care less about them, but just keep milking the system through corruption, through greed, through wars, through whatever is said out there, division, setting the stage for what is happening in this country. And they'll tell you there's a civil war, or there will be a civil war. There will be no civil war. And I believe that. All I'm going to say is you guys need to get out of the way and make way for a new ideology, a new, fresh ideology from the next generation. And that, my friend, is the essence of this video. So if you're out there, you're MAGA, that's what you need to do. Form a coalition with the leftist movement in this country. And you guys form that coalition and try to defeat the establishment. Establishment is very powerful, but where the people are, they will win. That's the key to your victory in 2028. Have a blessed and pleasant day. Thank you.